Hey guys, how's it going? Empyre here with my fourth commentary, and this one is going to be my favorite because I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite subjects, but I'm going to let you on that a little bit later. What I want to talk about is the gameplay a little bit in this game. I go pretty positive, I go like plus 36, but the main thing I want to talk about is the person I'm playing with in this game. You may not recognize them. His gamer tag is Weslet Wins. He is a Halo montage kid, and yeah, I've played with him in the past, and he likes to betray me for power weapons. So knowing this, in this game I decided to play a little bit more team-based. I decided to go for the hill, and I decided to play a lot more supportive, since I knew he'd probably have my back on the Slayer roll. And I think it worked out for me. I went plus 66, as I've already said, and I got 3 triple kills. Or no, excuse me, I got like 12 triple kills and like 6 overkills. I think some insane number like that. The most I've ever gotten. I think I got a kill-tacular in here somewhere. So obviously, one of my best games, for multis. But to get onto the subject, what I wanted to talk about today is Call of Duty versus Halo, and this is a subject that everybody's has touched upon, including some of the top names in the gaming community. And I just wanted to offer my 2 cents on what I think is the better game. And I'm going to let you know right off the bat, I think Halo is a better game. It's what I prefer to play, and that is because I think Halo is more predictable, I think, because in Call of Duty, in competitive gaming, and we're going to be talking about competitive gaming, that's where our focus is beyond. We're not going to talk about social and all that stuff, but in Call of Duty, you have these, same thing happens every game, search and destroy. So you camp the bomb, and you wait till they rush you, if you're on defense. That's how it always goes. But in Halo, you have the possibility of splatters. I mean, it's so unpredictable, and that's why I prefer Halo. And also, there's a higher learning curve, I think, because in Call of Duty, you have these huge, kind of, I don't want booster seats, I guess you could say, to help these new players get better at the game. And I think they help them a little too much, I think, because you have very cheap ways to get kills. I mean, you have noob tubes, one-man army, and you have these overpowered weapons. I mean, you can go to town with them. I mean, you have the M45, one of the most overpowered guns I've ever seen. You have shotguns first in your primary weapon. I'm really glad that they're moving them to, or no, excuse me, they're not primaries, they're secondaries. But I'm really glad for Modern Warfare 3 they're moving them to secondaries. Yeah, no, they're moving them to primaries. God, I'm having such a great fart, but whatever. And you have these shotguns, you have the ACR, and you just have these weapons that you can just destroy. You don't need to have any skill with them. It's amazing how they've just almost spoon-fed the community into thinking, this is how easy a game should be. When I think, I miss the old days of when you used to not be able to beat games at all, just because that's how hard they were. Another thing I like about Halo is their no overpowered kill streaks. I mean, because in Modern Warfare 2 you have AC-130, Predator missile, chopper gun. I mean, all these kill streaks, I mean, can get you 50 plus kills easy. I mean, if you're good. I mean, if you have some skill, or if you at least have a pulse. While in Halo, there are no kill streaks. There's nothing that I think that's really overpowered in Halo. I mean, all the powers, or excuse me, all the weapons are all very balanced. I mean, you don't really have a weapon that just completely destroys over everything else. And that's another thing that I think really hurts Call of Duty's reputation, is you have an inconsistent weapon power. You have guns like the UMP-45, you have guns such as ACR, SPAS-12, what's the other shotgun? AR-12 or something like that. And then you have the F2000, one of the worst guns I've ever played with, who, with the recoil sending you up your television screen. I mean, it's just insane. It's too inconsistent. While with Halo, you have a balanced level field, and the person with the better gun always wins. And with Call of Duty, that also doesn't come into play as much, because if you get the first shot in Call of Duty, is say you sneak up behind somebody, you'll generally win most of the time. So the worst player sometimes can win when they don't deserve to. And I think that's also happened in Halo with Reach, with the Bloom. I think that also kind of deflated their reputation a little bit, I think, in my eyes. And with Call of Duty, I think, yeah, I mean, how many times have you seen a person such as, what's his face? I can't remember. You've seen people go 100 plus kills, White Boy 7th Street, you know, getting 100 plus kills. By the way, you may be wondering what that cut was. This game got a little bit laggy, so I just cut the parts where it was laggy, and I think I cut like 2 minutes. But yeah, I mean, you have these games where these people go huge amounts of positivity. That's a word. You have these people who just, you know, go plus 150, you know, plus 200. I've even seen. But what is, and they always lose. I mean, they always lose in the game. But that doesn't matter. You know, they got 150 kills. So what? You still lost. And I think that's what really separates the community. And Halo, even Halo and Call of Duty. I mean, you have these people who play for the win. You know, objective. You get to your hill. You get to the point, and you get points for your team. They play for the win. Then you have the other side of the community who plays for clips. They play for fun. You have people who, like me, I'm in that section, who, you know, have a shotgun, sniper, overshield, sit on S2 or, you know, some campy spot and go to town, have fun. And I think that really, I think that affects the community way too much. But another thing I mean, obviously this is an apples and orange topic. I mean, you have two different games that really can't be compared. They're very different. You really can't compare them. It's like comparing World of Warcraft versus Call of Duty. They're two different playing styles, two different worlds, and you really can't say one over the other with good evidence. But I wanted to move on to another topic. As you guys know, I've been trying to work on a montage for a little while. I have this. I met this guy a couple months ago. Great kid. I mean, his channel will be in the description. Clearly creative. Great kid. I met him a couple of weeks ago. The first message he ever sent me was, "Dude, your clips are godly. Can I edit them, please?" And I thought that was, at first, okay, he doesn't know this, but at first I thought he was joking, because here's my one problem with my clips, and why I initially didn't want to put out my montage, even though it hasn't been created, is because I'm very self-conscious about my clips. I mean, could you see these montages where you have these people who get a ton of shit thrown at them because of their clips, and I don't know if I can take that kind of bad criticism, because I mean, you have to take it with a grain of salt. I realize that, but sometimes, you know, just, I don't know, I think it could possibly get to me, but we'll see. I mean, I do want you guys to check out his channel in the description. He mostly edits Call of Duty, and this isn't a plug or shout or anything. I'm just telling you, he does great editing. I think he's a really good editor, and out of the millions of editors out there, I'm glad he thought my gameplay was the best, even though it probably isn't. But yeah, he mostly does Call of Duty. He's done Call of Duty for a while, but he decided to do some Halo, and I mean, so I guess look out for that. I'll probably post a teaser. He's going to start working on the teaser next weekend, and hopefully he makes that. I'm giving him as much time as possible. I mean, because there really is no rush for this. I really just want it to be as best as it can be. And I don't know how I'm going to react when I see my montage, if it gets accepted to FB Watching for the win. I don't know how I'm going to like it. I'll have a final copy before, but I don't know how seeing it on that much of a mainstream channel, how I'm going to react to it. But I guess we'll see. The future shall come. Alright guys, I just want to thank you for watching this commentary. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and be active, because I love it when you do that. You suck, Wesley. Just kidding. Bye.
The world is a van.